There's a big factor that a lot of migraine sufferers have no idea about because their healthcare provider doesn't talk to them about it, either because they don't know or they just don't understand the importance of it. So in this video, I'm going to uncover that one hidden factor that you probably are overlooking if you're a migraine sufferer.
So when I look at a normal neck should have a curve in it. It should be nice and consistent throughout the neck. And if we have the curve, the next thing I look at is, are the vertebrae square? And then after I look at, are the vertebrae square, I look at, is there even disc space in between these vertebrae all the way down? Those are the big factors that I want to see in a healthy cervical spine. And if a migraine sufferer comes into my office and their neck looks like this, chances are I'm not helping them. When we scroll down, this neck's different because this neck has problems. Number one, it's missing the curve. Instead of bowing out in front like it should, it's straight up and down. It's not good. Second thing this neck has, instead of having nice square vertebrae all the way down, these vertebrae are starting to warp and degenerate. And that's due to the fact that the head weighs about 12 to 15 pounds on average. And when you've got a nice curve in your neck, this head weight goes down the backs of the muscles that were designed to carry the load. But when you lose the curve like this person has, now all of a sudden this stress is going right down on the bones and the discs that were not designed to carry that kind of weight. And as a result, you're going to see all the degeneration happening in the spine. And what that does long term is eventually these bones are going to fuse together and this person is going to be left with a lot of pain and discomfort. When I see migraine sufferers, this may absolutely contribute to why they have the problem, but when they lose this curve in their neck, it's going to stop fluid going up into the brain, CSF fluid. It's not going to flow as nicely, smoothly, and evenly as it should. It's also going to affect blood flow up into the head, and it's also going to allow the brain, or keep the brain rather, from generating as much electricity as it needs. Your brain gets a majority of its electricity from movement of the vertebrae or of the joints in your spine. And when your spine isn't moving well, because it can't, when you have a curve, the spine can bounce up and down all day. When you lose the curve and straight up and down, it's pretty much rigid. It's not going to move at all. And therefore, there isn't going to be a lot of electricity or energy going up into the head to supply your brain with energy, which is going to make it more challenging for your brain to keep your pain levels down, make migraines and all kinds of pain much more likely. So this is a pretty common theme that I see with migraine sufferers. Not only do we see it with the head and the pain there, we also see pain, discomfort in the neck because the muscles, they're going to develop a lot of trigger points because the spine is just not in a healthy structure position. I hope this helps. If you know someone suffering with migraines, make sure they look into this.